Ladies and gentlemen, the regular village council meeting for the Village of Forest Park will come to order. This is our December 19th, 2022 meeting. We begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you are Pledge of Allegiance, excuse me. If you're able, please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, and everything justice for all. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Burns.
Here.
Commissioner Maxam.
Here.
Commissioner Nero.
Here.
Commissioner Vogt.
Here.
Mayor Hoskins.
Here. Okay, approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the November 28th Village Council meeting minutes?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
Nero will second. Excuse me.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Burns.
Aye.
Commissioner Maxam.
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, we're at public comment.
Frank Marasco.
Okay, I'm here tonight to talk about salary adjustments. Mayor, I provided council members a flow chart. If you look at the flow chart, two people provided me their check stubs. And if you look at their check stub, it's almost like poverty level for the 2022 year. Now I'm actually going to get into the equality adjustment. On 10/24, the village council approved pay raise for the heads of staff or the department heads, which is good. A lot of them are way underpaid. So you compared it to Chicago, you compared it to surrounding towns, which is good. A lot of them are way underpaid. Ask me people, in the last year and 2 months, we've lost 8 employees. Katie Murphy, 20 years. Now, Mayor, you said knowledge and service. She went to LaGrange, she got $10,000 more. So knowledge and service, she knew everything as a village clerk, not as a village clerk, as a clerk. She knew everybody. She had to train people before she left because she knew, so that's knowledge and service. She should have got paid. Claire Manor here, 13 years, knew everything in records. She went to Loyola, $10,000 more for the same position, less work. LaShawn Riggins, who's leaving December 30th. She filled in everywhere at the village. The only thing she did not work in the building department. Very knowledgeable, underpaid. Same thing, knowledge and experience. So you're talking that the heads should get paid for knowledge and experience. A lot of the AFSCME people deserve to get paid. We're underpaid. Mayor, if you go around and pick people's brains, the morale sucks here. It's because of pay. A lot of people, it's a lack of pay. If you go around, it's a lack of pay. I mean, if you're a police officer, if you work in the fire department, if you work for Public Works, you got a career. Right now, you do not have a career working for the village. Inflation's up high. You give, the salaries are so low, you got to pick it up. I'll give you a good example. The window was closed for 2 months. They said short on staff. The reason was because you couldn't pay. So you do the math. You got 31,000. You start at 31,000. You divide it by 2,080. It comes out to 1492. Who's going to work for 1492? The base salary has to pick up for the AFSCME people. The base salary for the new contract and the police, any new hires was picked up. So that's where you first start. You got to start off. Also, when you lost those 3 people, Katie Murphy, 20 years, Claire Manor, 13 years, LaShawn, who's leaving December 30, 16 years. You lost, if you divide by 3, you lost 16 years experience you can't get. So if you really care, You got to start taking the people with years, take care of them. I wish you guys the best, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope something gets resolved soon. People from Mashpee like to know where we stand. Good day or good night.
Are there any other public comments?
No, there is not.
Okay. Okay, there are no formal communications tonight. Under department heads, we have two reports, one from the Finance Department, one from the Fire Department. Commissioners, do you have any comments or discussion on these items? Okay, so we'll move on to bills by resolution. Madam Clerk, whenever you are ready.
Be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Forest Park, Cook County, Illinois, that we dispense with the reading of the individual bills inasmuch as each department head has approved and signed bills in the following aggregate amount for the respective departments. Refunds and allocations, $10,106.60. Public Affairs, $77,427.95. Police Department, $1,254.98. Accounts and Finance Clerk's Office, $470,892.78. Accounts and Finance Fire Department, $39,017.20. Department of Health and Safety, $7,592.83. Street Department, $81,928.69. Public Property, $114,577.52. Seizure, $3,070.67. Federal Customs, $5,107.68. Police Vehicle Replacement, $17,170.97. Fleet Replacement, $815.01. TIF, $433,051.50. VIP, $247,694.28. Water Department, $489,121.50, for a total of $1,998,830.16.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, is there a motion to adopt the resolution on the bills?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxim. Discussion? No discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero, Commissioner Vogt,
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is Resolution R-112-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, moving to new business. First item is an ordinance approving the annual levy for the fiscal year beginning May 1, 2022 and ending April 30, 2023. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero, Commissioner Vogt,
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is ordinance O-44-22.
Commissioners, next item is a resolution directing the county clerk to calculate the separate limiting rate for the 2022 tax levy. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero, Commissioner Vogt,
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is Resolution R-113-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is an ordinance specifying the funds to be reduced by the county clerk in the event that the village's levy exceeds the statutory tax limitation. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is ordinance O-45-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is an ordinance amending section 2-8 of chapter 8 of title 2 of the municipal code of the Village of Forest Park. This has to do with the composition of the Environmental Control Commission for the village. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxim. Discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is ordinance O-46-22.
And next, Commissioners, is a resolution confirming the appointment of the members to the Forest Park Environmental Control Commission. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-114-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioner, the next item is a resolution approving an animal boarding services for impounded animals agreement with the Animal Care League. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion?
Yeah, Mayor,
Commissioner Nero.
just because maybe my memory's not that good. This is approving an annual boarding services. Is this something that we voted on in the past? I don't recall this one. This annual deal, and I'm just not remembering.
I don't know if it's annual, but I know it's been voted on before.
Contract or something. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions, Commissioners? All right, there's no further discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-115-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is a resolution approving the 2023 paratransit service provider agreement between the Suburban Bus Division of the Regional Transportation Authority, PACE, in the Village of Forest Park. Is there a motion?
Nero will make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Burns. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-116-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is a resolution approving the pay request number 1 and final submitted by J. Narduli Concrete, Inc. in the amount of $266,975.72 regarding the 2022 alley improvements project. Is there a motion?
Yes, sir. Nero will make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-117-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, the next item is a resolution authorizing the execution of pay request number 1 for the rehabilitation of the 500,000 gallon water tank at 7435 Franklin Street to T Corp Inc. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
Nero will second.
Okay, it's been moved by Commissioner Vogt and seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt,
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is Resolution R-118-22.
Okay, Commissioners, next item is a motion directing the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners to offer employment to the next eligible probationary police officer due to a recent resignation. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxim. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt,
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. And Commissioners, the last item under new business is the approval of a raffle license application to benefit the One Mills Softball Organization fundraiser. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
Nero will second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion. Okay, no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, that concludes our new business for the evening. We are at Administrator's Report. Moses.
Alrighty. Firstly, I'd like to extend my gratitude and many thanks to my team here in Forest Park, the staff, officials, volunteers, government partners, and the community for all of your efforts this year and hard work and your contributions. I'm looking forward to a great year in 2023. I just want to extend my many thanks to everyone for helping us build community here in Forest Park. Later on this week, we might be experiencing some challenging weather. I know Director Stella is getting nervous right now. So I'm just going to ask everybody and ask the public to start planning now. The models are changing. It's still very fluid, but travel could be difficult. So start making some plans now. And I'm going to ask everyone if you can stay posted to the village website, to the village social media channels, to our e-newsletter mailing list. If you're not on the mailing list, we'll put you on if you just send us a request. Just to make it easy tonight, if you just send an email to moses@forestpark.net, we'll make sure that you're added to the distribution list. So everyone start preparing. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad later this week, right before the holiday. In 2023, Director Stella is going to be talking about a potential water meter project. We're due for a change out in our water meters. And the reason why I bring that up is because every 2 months when we send our bills out, we receive a few calls from our residents, our water consumers about high water bills. And generally the high water bills are due to unknown leaks that people don't realize that they've got a leak, maybe a leaky toilet that constantly runs and doesn't make noise, or something else. When we get in the water meter project, new water meters will come with a lot more technology, a lot more options than what existed 20 years ago. And one of which would be, if there is an anomaly where you're consuming more water than usual, you'll get an alert. And right now we don't have that capability because meters are read every 2 months. So sometimes, if you do have a leak, you may not know about it for a while. Hence the high water bills. So we'll put some in the newsletter, but I'm just going to ask everyone, just take a moment and do a self audit if you can. If you know that you have no water running in your house at a particular time, do a self audit, check your meter to make sure that the dials are not spinning. If they are, and you're not aware of anything that's running, you'll have a leak somewhere. And it's just important, before we get into the rollout of the new water meters, hopefully we'll cut down on those situations where we do get those calls. Unfortunately, we get those calls every 2 months about, an unknown leak. So just something I want to put out there that, until that technology is there, and we'll make sure it's part of it on any new meter switch out that we do, just do a self audit. And lastly, I want to wish everyone a happy holiday and wish everybody a very happy new year. Thank you.
Thank you, Moses. Commissioner Burns.
Yes, I would just like to thank the Finance Department and the Fire Department for 2 fine reports that were turned into the committee. And also wishing everybody happy holidays, happy and safe holidays, and be careful out there.
Thank you, Commissioner Burns. Commissioner Maxim.
So the Department of Public Health and Safety is partnering with the Forest Park Community Center to host a coat and winter gear drive for those who need extra warmth in the village. And I think it's, kind of important to remember that the holidays are going to be gone before we know it, but we still have a lot of cold weather coming up. The library is doing a coat drive, but there's, people specifically who come to the community center who are in need. So we're looking for gently used or even new, if you can spare it, coats for people of all ages, and also gloves, scarves, that kind of stuff. I know Director Glinke has gone out and purchased coats and winter items for people he's encountered, but he shouldn't have to do that. We should have a supply here at the village for people that need it. And Director Delusky goes out of her way to help people. So this will be an extra way that she can provide additional services. Rachel Entler is going to be putting out information in the newsletter and on the village website about this. So we're hoping that we can get a lot of contributions. And if you're out, shopping for last minute gifts, consider picking something up for the winter coat and gear drive that we're going to be doing. I also have an update on the Altenheim Advisory Committee. We had an exceptional meeting on December 5th. We had presentations from 3 different groups. We had Jean Armstrong from the Residences at the Grove. We had Ralph DeFibo from the Ad hoc Altenheim Committee, and Mark Zinni spoke on behalf of the Altenheim Senior Committee. They all had different ideas and sort of came at it from different kind of points of view, but they all had very valuable information to share. And the committee members asked really great questions. And I thought I learned a lot at the meeting, and I think other people did as well. I thought it was really, really great. We also had Fire Lieutenant BJ Reed. He spoke as a Forest Park resident and also on behalf of the fire department about the need for more revenue in town, and specifically to help with building improvements and staffing, such as some of those things that are needed in the fire department. I thought his comments were thoughtful and moving and kind of just contributed overall to the discussion that we were having in a really great way. So some next steps, the chair of the Altenheim Advisory Committee, who's Marty Talalian, who's doing an amazing job. He's reached out to the Park District of Forest Park. And in the past, they've said, no, we're not interested in the Altenheim property, but this is a chance for them to kind of get a final and last say on whether or not this is something that they want to be involved in any way. And I think that's a really important step for us to take in this process. And the committee, under the leadership of Marty, has decided to kind of like double up the meetings. So 2 in January, 2 in February. And that's going to make sure that everything gets talked about and discussed that needs to. The next meeting, I believe, is on January 9th. And I just want to, as always, give a huge thanks to Kindy Crawler from Muse, to our chair, Marty Talalian, and to Director Steve Glinke for really doing a great job in kind of leading this process. So that's all I have for tonight, except also happy holidays and happy new year to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Maxim. Commissioner Nero.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I would say, Moses, good words there. I want to comment on those, but I will say that the Villages Forest Park is well prepared for the storms. Bring it, right, Sal? We got good equipment and great people. That being said, the deal on the water meters, I just want to thank Director Sal Stella for his work. He brought this up during the budget review, and he's taken the ball and run with it and provided us some meaningful information. And so thank you for your hard work on it. And then lastly, I will say the holidays are upon us. The village looks great. Village hall looks great. And it I was having a conversation with Commissioner Vogt here earlier. But the holidays to me mean it's a time for giving in some cases, right? It's also a time for, in most cases, forgiving or forgetting rather our differences and working together and for common goals and celebrating the good in life. And I've often prided myself and prided this council for that ability to work together through adversity, through tough times, through difficult decisions. And the key word there was working together. And so I'm hoping and hopeful that we can continue that trend into the new year as we continue towards the rest of our term. With that, I will say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a happy.
Thank you, Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Vogt.
Very well said. Thank you, Commissioner. As the year comes to a close, I usually like to share some highlights of our accomplishments over the past 12 months. And I'll keep it short, but I do want to acknowledge everyone's efforts. First, thanks to all village staff for another great year. Those of you working collaboratively with each department, the village administrator and council, are key to helping the village run smoothly. So thank you so much. As far as public property goes, a big shout out to Public Works and Director Stella for all of their hard work this year, from the many village events to keeping our streets clean and clear, maintaining and beautifying our parkways, planters, and property. Name just a few of the things that they do to keep Forest Park fun, safe, and beautiful. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. Also, with the help of the newly created Equipment Fund, thank you, Director Olmsted, and Director Stella's work on the fleet management plan, the long overdue replacement of our fleet has begun. I'm happy to report that this year welcomed the addition of a street sweeper. The vac truck should be delivered in January, and the snow plows are slated for 2024. Stay tuned for updates on a potential contest to name our snow plows. We continue to discuss what a greener fleet looks like and how we can accomplish those goals. And I'm hopeful that our C4 partnership will be invaluable to our efforts. For the third year in a row, we received the Tree City USA designation. We've also received a growth award the last 2 years. This designation helped the village secure a matching grant, which provided a comprehensive tree survey and urban forest management plan, both completed this year. The tree survey was on the village's wish list for some time. Obtaining a grant and realizing this goal is a huge win for Forest Park now and for the future. We also celebrated Arbor Day this year by planting the ceremonial tree at Garfield School. A representative from the MWRD joined us along with several D91 students in celebrating and planting the Red Point maple. We also celebrated the admirable efforts of a D91 student, Juliet Harrington. The village helped support her determination to improve the community dog park. She reached her fundraising goals this summer. The dog agility toys have been delivered to Public Works and will be installed in the coming spring. The Recreation Board continues their efforts to engage residents and host events that celebrate the care and enjoyment of our shared outdoor spaces. They hosted a very successful cleanup day this fall and are planning the next one for spring. I want to thank them for all of their hard work and thank the volunteers and sponsors who participated. The Rec Board still has 2 seats to fill. The chair has shared the applications and her recommendations with the mayor several months ago, and the board looks forward to his appointments. I'm thrilled to see our Environmental Commission start up again. Sustainability and green infrastructure must be a multi-pronged approach. The Environmental Commission, C4 partnership, and efforts locally like green alleys, parking lots, urban forest care, and embracing even small opportunities that present themselves, all combine to help the Herculean efforts of reaching our climate and environmental goals. There is no one perfect answer, but by working together here in Forest Park and with our neighboring communities, we will begin to see results. I've joined the subgroup of C4 members to discuss landscaping equipment and their effects on the environment and people's health. Our efforts should result in an educational campaign for residents and contractors working within our local communities. It should also help inform the village as Public Works looks to move toward greener landscaping equipment. Moses and I have been working on a single-use foodware ordinance with the help from the Chamber of Commerce, and we've reached out to local businesses who provide carryout and delivery food service to share information and solicit feedback from them. We plan to present an ordinance for council approval that will require patrons to opt in to receive single-use foodware. Education and resources will be shared with residents and businesses, and that outreach can certainly benefit from working with our environmental committee. Also, this year, we created the Altenheim Advisory Committee. Dozens of community members applied. We were thrilled with the amount of interest and the incredible talent and experience each member is bringing to the table. The committee will continue to meet in 2023, and I encourage everyone to attend these public meetings. We're working to also make them available online. I want to say again, how much I respect the committee volunteers and appreciate their work. So this is just a brief overview of some of our accomplishments this year, and I thank those who continue to embrace a collaborative spirit, open communication, and a commitment to serving our community. And lastly, as folks may or may not know, many in my family are Jewish, and I was not able to attend the village menorah lighting last night as I was celebrating the first night of Hanukkah with my family. But we enjoyed driving by the menorah at Constitution Court last night on our way home. Thanks to Public Works for setting it up, and thanks to the mayor for starting this tradition in Forest Park several years ago. I look forward to watching the candles light up over the next 7 nights, and I want to wish everyone a very happy Hanukkah. I also hope everyone enjoys a happy, healthy holiday season, has a Merry Christmas, and may we all share in a safe, joyful, and kind New Year. Whew, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Vogt. Okay, so this year, we didn't have our regular village Christmas party. So in lieu of having done that, we had a lunch today, but I wanted to take a time to read the service awards because I think the employees who are experiencing landmarks in their careers here at Forest Park will get a special something under the tree. Is that correct, Tish? Okay. So at 5 years, we have Officer Laura O'Donnell, we have Joel Zavala, and we have Wendy Keohane. So those are our 5-year employees. At the 10-year mark, we have Matt Dowdle, who works for the community center. Celebrating 15 years, we have firefighter Humberto Soto. In the clerk's office, we have Margie Wilkinson. And then, of course, we have Lieutenant Dan Miller from our police department. Celebrating 25 years, we have firefighter Anthony Villasenor and our village prosecutor, Sharon O'Shea. So that kind of rounds out this year's service awards. I'm going to basically echo the sentiments of the other commissioners who have thanked staff and department heads for their hard work this year. There's a lot of creativity that went into the work that we've accomplished together. And we can't thank you enough for your hard work. A lot of it goes unseen. Last week, we swore in 3 new police officers. So that was a pleasure to do that. And these young men are now at what academies, Chief? Okay. Okay, these are at College of DuPage. And then we, of course, directed the Fire and Police Commission to offer employment to one other because we had one of our outstanding younger police officers who I think got an awesome career opportunity. He's moving on to U.S. Marshal Service. So we're going to miss this particular officer. We want to generally thank everyone who's generously given in the village toy drives this year. Even this weekend, we were getting calls for additional donations. You know, can I bring something to Village Hall in the morning? I know that our community center was swamped with new gifts. And then I actually got a call today from someone offering 3 truckloads of toys. So even though our community center is taxed, we're going to go ahead and accept those deliveries. And we're going to find a home for these toys because if someone offers, right, 3 truckloads of toys, we're going to find a place for 3 truckloads of toys. No offense to the volunteers that we already have, but you know, we want to spread out the generosity. We received an application to do some filming on Madison Street. So this will likely take place the first week of January. This could change, but this is a significant production that wants to do some work in the village on Madison Street. So I think there's a lot that we should be thankful for as we reflect on some of the progress that we've made this year for the village. And having said that, I will conclude and the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
For the last time in 2022, Nero will make that motion, sir.
Okay, it's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Burns. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye, we stand adjourned.